What is a shark? Sharks are a fascinating group of cartilaginous fish that belong to the class Chondrichthyes, which also includes rays and skates. Unlike bony fish, sharks have skeletons made of cartilage, a lighter and more flexible tissue. This gives them remarkable agility and efficiency in the water. With over 500 known species, sharks can be found in nearly every corner of the globe, from warm tropical shallows to the icy depths near the poles. Sharks are a fascinating group of animals, with certain species standing out for the unique characteristics and the roles they play in marine ecosystems. The great white shark is perhaps the most famous of them all, thanks in part to its portrayal in popular culture, particularly in movies like Jaws. Growing over 20 feet in length, this apex predator is renowned for its powerful jaws and exceptional hunting prowess, making it a symbol of strength and mystery in the ocean. The hammerhead shark is another remarkable species, instantly recognizable by its wide, hammer-shaped head. This unusual adaptation enhances its vision and sensory capabilities, allowing the shark to scan larger areas of the ocean floor for prey. Meanwhile, the whale shark, the largest of all shark species, takes a gentler approach to life. These filter-feeding giants can exceed 40 feet in length, gliding gracefully through the water while consuming plankton and small fish, embodying the peaceful side of the shark family. The tiger shark, named for the dark stripe-like patterns along its body, is both curious and formidable. Known for its highly varied diet, it has earned the nickname the garbage can of the sea, eating everything from fish and sea turtles to less conventional prey. Finally, the bull shark is notable for its ability to thrive in both saltwater and freshwater environments. This adaptability allows it to venture into rivers and estuaries, bringing its powerful presence into areas far from the open ocean. The Megalodon, a massive and now extinct shark, is regarded as one of the largest and most formidable predators to have ever roamed the seas. Its name, meaning big tooth, reflects its defining feature: enormous serrated teeth, some measuring over 7 inches long. This incredible shark is estimated to have grown up to 60 feet in length, with jaws wide enough to swallow prey as large as modern vehicles. Based on fossilized teeth and jaw reconstructions, the Megalodon likely hunted large marine animals such as whales, dolphins, and sea turtles, using its incredible bite force, estimated to be over 40,000 pounds per square inch, to crush bone and tear through flesh with ease. The Megalodon's extinction is often attributed to changes in its environment that made survival difficult. Shifting ocean conditions, the migration or reduction of prey species, and increased competition with other marine predators likely contributed to its disappearance. Fossils of the Megalodon have been found worldwide, indicating that it lived in warm ocean waters across the globe, from North and South America to Europe and Asia. Even though it no longer exists, the Megalodon continues to capture human imagination and inspire stories, highlighting the awe-inspiring scale and power of God's marine creations. Its legacy reminds us of the vast and incredible diversity of life that once filled the Earth's oceans. Sharks are built for life in the water. With streamlined bodies designed for efficient swimming, they have 5 to 7 gill slits on each side of their head, allowing them to extract oxygen from the water. Their skin is covered in dermal denticles, tiny tooth-like structures that reduce drag and offer protection. This combination of features makes them both sleek and resilient. Unlike bony fish, sharks possess cartilaginous skeletons, which are lighter and more flexible. Most sharks also have multiple rows of teeth that are continuously replaced throughout their lives, a useful adaptation for hunting. The shape of a shark's teeth varies by species and diet. Serrated, triangular teeth are ideal for slicing through flesh, as seen in great whites, while flat, crushing teeth help bottom-dwelling sharks like nurse sharks break open shells. This adaptability makes their teeth one of the most recognizable and effective tools in the animal kingdom, contributing significantly to their success as apex predators. Their senses are finely tuned for survival. They rely heavily on electroreception, an acute sense of smell and vibration detection through the lateral line system to locate prey. Shark behavior is often misunderstood. While species like the great white may exhibit bursts of aggression, particularly during feeding, many sharks are cautious or even shy. For instance, whale sharks peacefully glide through the ocean feeding on plankton, and reef sharks patrol coral systems without disturbing snorkelers. Social structures vary greatly among species. Some sharks, like the hammerheads, occasionally gather in groups, while others, like great whites, are solitary. Activity patterns also differ. Sharks can be diurnal, active during the day, nocturnal or crepuscular, active at dawn and dusk. These behaviors are influenced by factors such as prey availability, water temperature, and breeding cycles. Sharks inhabit nearly every ocean on Earth, thriving in diverse marine environments across all continents. Coastal areas, such as those near Australia, South Africa, and the United States, are hot spots for species like great whites and tiger sharks, while reef sharks dominate the coral systems of the Indo-Pacific. Open ocean dwellers like the blue shark roam vast pelagic zones, and deep-sea species such as the goblin shark reside in the ocean's shadowy depths. Some, like bull sharks, can even adapt to freshwater environments, venturing into rivers and lakes. This wide-ranging adaptability highlights their resilience and ecological importance. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, or the sharks might just leap out of your screen and give you a quick bite. Chapter 2: Prey and Predators. Sharks are versatile predators with diets ranging from small crustaceans and squid to large marine animals like seals and dolphins. Smaller species, such as black-tip reef sharks, feed on fish and squid, while larger predators like great whites target bigger prey, including marine mammals and even other sharks. Meanwhile, gentle giants like whale sharks and basking sharks filter plankton and small fish, gliding peacefully with their mouths wide open. Opportunistic feeders like tiger sharks scavenge dead animals. Hunting strategies vary across shark species. Ambush predators like great whites rely on stealth and speed, attacking from below and delivering a debilitating bite before letting prey weaken, while hammerhead sharks specialize in pinning stingrays to the ocean floor. Bull sharks exploit murky waters and rivers and coastal areas to ambush fish and other prey. Filter feeders like whale sharks and basking sharks take a passive approach, swimming with open mouths to trap plankton and small fish using gill rakers. This peaceful feeding method contrasts sharply with the aggressive tactics of predatory species. Regardless of their method, sharks are highly efficient hunters, perfectly adapted to their ecological niches. Sharks, despite their reputation as apex predators, are not entirely immune to being preyed upon. Depending on their size, species, and age, sharks can fall victim to a variety of predators in the marine ecosystem. Among their most formidable natural enemies are other sharks. Larger shark species often target smaller ones, using their superior strength, speed, and element of surprise. One of the most remarkable predators of sharks is the killer whale. Known for their intelligence and cooperative hunting techniques, orcas have been documented hunting even the great white shark. In a fascinating display of strategy, orcas often flip sharks upside down, inducing a state of tonic immobility, a temporary paralysis that renders the shark defenseless. Orcas are particularly fond of targeting the liver, a nutrient-rich organ they extract with almost surgical precision. This behavior has been observed off the coast of South Africa, where great whites have fled certain areas due to the presence of these skilled hunters. In certain habitats, sharks must also be wary of saltwater crocodiles. These ancient reptiles, found in estuaries and coastal waters, have been known to attack smaller sharks that stray into their territory. Using their stealth and powerful jaws, crocodiles ambush their prey, often near the water's edge. While encounters between sharks and crocodiles are rare, they underscore the danger sharks face in shared environments. Occasionally, even marine mammals like seals and sea lions can pose a threat to sharks. While sharks typically prey on these animals, aggressive encounters can sometimes result in the tables turning. Larger marine mammals, such as elephant seals, have been observed defending themselves by biting smaller sharks. Though rare, these incidents serve as a reminder of the unpredictable dynamics in the underwater world. Group predation also plays a role in the challenges sharks face. Packs of dolphins or other opportunistic predators may overwhelm smaller sharks, using their speed and teamwork to overpower them. Additionally, parasites and diseases, while not predators in the traditional sense, can weaken sharks over time, making them more vulnerable to attack. Injured or sick sharks often targeted by opportunistic hunters, including larger members of their own species. Sharks defend themselves through a combination of physical adaptations, behavioral strategies, and their natural agility. Their streamlined bodies and powerful tails allow them to swim quickly, often outmaneuvering potential threats. Many sharks have sharp serrated teeth that can deliver powerful bites if they feel cornered or attacked. Some species, like the wobbegong or angel shark, rely on camouflage to blend their surroundings and avoid detection by predators. In addition to their physical defenses, sharks utilize sensory adaptations to detect danger early. Their acute sense of smell, electroreception, and lateral line system help them pick up vibrations or signals from potential threats. Sharks can also display aggressive postures, such as arching their backs or lowering their fins to warn off predators. If confronted, larger or more aggressive species like the great white or tiger shark may use their size and strength to intimidate or fight back against attackers, ensuring their survival in the challenging marine environment. Schooling in certain species can also provide safety in numbers, confusing predators or making them think twice.
Well. What do we have here? Dinner on fins. You can't outswim me, little shark.
Dinner? Both words for a fish of a blowhole. Let's see if you can catch me first.
You think you're clever of all that twisting? There's nowhere to hide. What? What just happened? My head.
Guess all that size doesn't help when you can't steer. Maybe next time, try hunting something slower.
Chapter 3: Human Interactions and Conservation. Humans have long been fascinated by sharks, viewing them with a mix of reverence and fear. Ancient cultures often revered sharks as gods or symbols of power, while early soldiers dreaded encounters with these mysterious creatures. In more recent history, shark catching tournaments and sensationalized media have fueled widespread fear of sharks. At the same time, culinary traditions such as shark fin soup have contributed to the unsustainable fishing practices, pushing many shark species toward decline. Today, however, the narrative around sharks is beginning to shift. Ecotourism and conservation movements emphasize their beauty and ecological importance. Organizations promote activities like diving with whale sharks, reef sharks, and even great whites, encouraging people to appreciate these apex predators and their natural habitats. This transition from fear to conservation is helping reshape humanity's relationship with sharks. Despite this growing awareness, sharks face immense threats from human activities. An estimated 100 million sharks are killed annually, primarily for their fins, meat, or as a bycatch in commercial fisheries. This staggering number far exceeds the reproductive rates, causing sharp declines in many shark populations. Meanwhile, the danger sharks pose to humans is vastly overstated. Fatal shark attacks are exceedingly rare, with an average of 5 to 10 unprovoked fatalities worldwide each year, far fewer than deaths caused by other animals or human-related incidents. One of the few exceptions to this rarity was the USS Indianapolis tragedy in 1945, one of the deadliest shark-related incidents in history. After the ship was sunk during World War II, hundreds of crew members were left stranded in shark-infested waters. Over several days, it is estimated that dozens of sailors fell victim to sharks, marking a grim chapter in the interactions between humans and these misunderstood creatures. Out of the nearly 1,200 crew members aboard the USS Indianapolis, approximately 316 survived the sinking and subsequent shark attacks. After the ship was torpedoed by a Japanese submarine in July 1945, the survivors were left stranded in the Pacific Ocean for 4 harrowing days. Without sufficient lifeboats, food, or water, the sailors endured extreme dehydration, sun exposure, and repeated shark attacks. It is estimated that hundreds of those who initially survived the sinking succumbed to these brutal conditions, making this tragedy one of the most devastating shark-related incidents in history. The tragedy highlights the vulnerability of humans in the vastness of the ocean and the unpredictable dangers of both natural and man-made events. Sharks, driven by their natural instincts, were drawn to the commotion and the wounded in the water, underscoring how their behavior is often misunderstood and demonized. From this event, we can learn valuable lessons about the need for better emergency preparedness, improved maritime safety protocols, and a deeper understanding of sharks' ecological role. While the shark's actions were a natural response to the situation, the tragedy also serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming adversity. Sharks face alarming conservation challenges, with over a third of species classified as threatened due to overfishing, habitat destruction, and the global demand for shark fins and meat. Their slow growth, late maturity, and low reproductive rates make them particularly vulnerable to population declines. Iconic species like the great hammerhead and oceanic whitetip are among those at risk of extinction. Climate change, pollution, and plastic ingestion are significant threats to shark survival, disrupting their habitats and food sources. Rising ocean temperatures caused by climate change affect sharks in various ways, including altering their migratory patterns, breeding grounds, and prey availability. Many shark species rely on specific water temperatures to reproduce, and as these conditions shift, their ability to breed successfully is compromised. Additionally, the warming of ocean waters forces sharks to migrate to cooler regions, disrupting the established food webs and placing them in competition with other predators. Coral bleaching, another consequence of climate change, destroys vital ecosystems like coral reefs where many sharks hunt and breed. Pollution, particularly plastic waste, poses a direct threat to sharks' health and survival. Sharks often mistake plastic debris for food, ingesting it accidentally while feeding. This ingestion can lead to blockages, internal injuries, and toxic chemical exposure, severely impacting their health and reproduction. Microplastics can also accumulate in the prey of sharks, introducing harmful substances into their diets through bioaccumulation. Combined, these factors not only jeopardize individual sharks, but also disrupts the balance of entire marine ecosystems, where sharks play a critical role as apex predators. While conservation efforts such as marine protected areas and stricter fishing regulations are underway, global cooperation and enforcement are critical to preserving these essential apex predators and maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. Chapter 4: Love and Family Life. Male sharks court females through behaviors that vary by species, but often involve biting or nudging. These actions may appear aggressive, but are part of the courtship process. Male sharks use their teeth to hold on to the female during mating, which helps position their claspers for successful fertilization. Courtship and mating can be challenging, as females often have thicker skin to endure these interactions. Gestation periods in sharks vary widely depending on the species, ranging from a few months to over 2 years. For example, the spiny dogfish has one of the longest gestation periods of about 22 to 24 months. Sharks have 3 primary modes of reproduction: egg laying, where the female lays eggs outside her body; live birth, where the young are born alive and are nourished by a placenta-like connection inside the mother; and a mix of both, where the eggs hatch inside the female and the live young are then born. Baby sharks, or pups, develop through a fascinating process that varies by species and reproductive method. During the first 3 months of gestation, embryos form and begin to take shape. Early on, they develop basic body structures like a spine, head, and tail, along with tiny limb buds that will grow into fins. Their gill slits appear, and they begin receiving nourishment either from a yolk sac and egg-laying species, or through a placental connection in live-bearing species. In egg-laying species, these embryos are encased in tough, leathery egg cases that harden to protect them. As development progresses, particularly between 3 and 12 months, the embryos grow quickly, forming internal organs, teeth, and functional gills. Baby sharks, or pups, develop through a fascinating process that varies by species and reproductive method. Some live-bearing species exhibit unique behaviors, such as eating unfertilized eggs inside the mother, or in some cases, stronger embryos eating their weaker siblings to grow and gain more nutrients. By the final months of gestation, pups reach full size, ranging from a few inches to several feet depending on the species. Once fully developed, they are born or hatch fully formed, ready to swim, hunt, and survive independently, equipped with the instincts and abilities necessary to navigate the challenges of their environment. Growing sharks continually replace lost teeth, own their hunting instincts, and gradually migrate to deeper or different waters as they mature. Sexual maturity varies widely. Some species mature in just a few years, while larger sharks might take a decade or more. Chapter 5: Fun Facts and More. Now that we looked at biology, behaviors, and diet, time for some fun facts about sharks you may not know about. One remarkable feature of sharks is their sandpaper-like skin, which feels rough to the touch. Historically, some cultures even used dried shark skin as sandpaper for polishing wood or metal, showcasing its practical utility beyond the ocean. Unlike most fish, sharks lack a swim bladder, the organ that helps bony fish control buoyancy. Instead, sharks rely on a large, oil-rich liver to stay afloat. This liver provides lift, but it isn't enough to keep them from sinking entirely. To maintain their position in the water column, many sharks must keep swimming continuously. This constant motion is also essential for some species to pass water over the gills and breathe, demonstrating the interconnectedness of their physical traits and behaviors. In the mysterious depths of the ocean, some sharks have taken adaptation to another level with bioluminescence. Certain species, such as the lantern shark, produce light from their bodies. This glow helps them camouflage against the faint light filtering down from above, making them nearly invisible to predators below. In some cases, bioluminescence may also be used to attract mates or confuse prey, turning the darkness of the deep sea into an unexpected advantage. Another lesser known, but equally fascinating fact about sharks is their incredible memory and learning capabilities. Contrary to the myth that sharks are primitive and instinct-driven, studies have shown they can remember patterns, solve problems, and even recognize individual humans in some cases. This intelligence, combined with their sensory and physical adaptations, makes sharks not only apex predators, but also among the most intriguing creatures of the marine world. Lastly, some shark species, such as the Greenland shark, are among the longest living vertebrates on Earth. These deep-sea giants can live for over 400 years, with their slow growth and low metabolism allowing them to survive in cold, nutrient-sparse waters. Greenland sharks do not reach sexual maturity until they are around 150 years old, which adds to their vulnerability to overfishing. Their longevity offers a glimpse into the resilience and adaptations of sharks, as well as the challenges they face in a rapidly changing world. These fun and often overlooked facts reveal just how extraordinary sharks truly are. Sharks have fascinated humanity for centuries, sometimes revered, often feared, and now act at a critical junction due to human impact. They are neither mindless killers nor gentle giants by default. They're intricate, evolving parts of marine ecosystems. Our challenge is learning how to coexist sustainably, respecting sharks' roles in the oceanic web of life. And there you have it. Now you know what sharks are, how they live, what makes them extraordinary, and why they deserve our respect and admiration. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of sharks. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, Lord willing. Until then, take care, stay curious, and remember, to God be all the glory.